What's up guys, this is the 13th Necromancer and today I got the first of many deck profiles coming up in the month of May, starting with Plant Princess slash Rose Princess. So let's get into the deck. I've been wanting to do this one for quite a while and this is what I've come up with. So for the Plant Princesses we're playing Double Titanial. She's the basic negation by tributing a plant. Very good card. The Titanial, she is the beater of the deck. She gains 100 attack for each plant type monster, and she has a nice effect that other plant type monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you can even, for instance, stack in a dark hole or something like that, blow up the whole field, and all the other plants stay on the field except hers, of course. But you can blow the field if you want to. It's an okay effect. But it is really good that she protects other plants. And the third one that I'm playing is Triple Cherubime. So Cherubime is, she's got a big ass, as you can see. 2800 defense is nothing to laugh at, so she has a great effect that your opponent cannot target face-up plant type monsters for attacks except this one, so they must attack this one. People tend to forget this, especially on Dev Pro, which has been the main core for me testing the deck. And if this card in your possession is sent to your graveyard by your opponent's card, either by Bell or by card effect, you can special summon one plant type monster from your deck except herself. So some pretty cool effects, and that rounds up the Plant Princesses. Then we got, starting with the Triple Mathematician. So Mathematician can basically send all of your rose cards, dandelions, and that's pretty much it, to the graveyard when you need to. Mathematician is just a good card. It is also a level 3 that is Earth, which opens up your melee place. Melee is a Xyz monster that is rank 3. It's basically the best planting Xyz out there. And this deck is mainly here to abuse that card. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it is true. Then got Double Rose Paladin. He can get you any Plant Princess by discarding himself, as well as special summoning a Plant Monster from your hand or deck in defense position when he destroys a monster. He is an 1800 beater, as well as a reinforcements of the army target, and that is pretty much it. The only bad part is that he has to destroy by battle and send it to the graveyard. If it was just destroyed by battle, it would be just a smidge better. Then to continue the rose cards, you got Double Rose Archer. A lot of people have steered clear of this card, but I think it's still a great card. Also another Rhoda target. And even though traps are not that important in the game right now, it is still a great card that during other player's turn, when your opponent activates a trap card, while you control a plant type monster, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So you have any Plant Princess, again, on the field, and your opponent activates any trap card, this card will negate it by sending her to the graveyard. And to round off the rose cards, it got 2 Rose Lovers that you can banish from your graveyard to special summon a plant type monster from your hand. And if you do, it is unaffected by your opponent's trap effects this turn. So no bottomless shenanigans, or when you attack, no mirror force shenanigans. They can still activate, but it's unaffected. So that is pretty good. So that's the rose cards, mathematicians. Then got some cards that just help out the deck in general. Junk Forward is one of the cards. I was playing 2 copies of this, but couldn't decide between this and Spell Striker, so decided just put 1 copy of each. They're both level 3, they're both Earth, and they're both warrior types, so Rhoda targets again, and it's just overall just a good card. So that's for that. Of course, the card you should be playing: triple Lone Fire Blossom. Get out all the plant princesses, as well as maybe Rose Lover, whatever you want to do. Triple Lone Fire is there to be used and abused, as well as a level 3. You can't go into melee because it's a fire type, but it opens some great plays, and it's basically just one card to bring out any plant princess. It is really good. Then for the 2 off, got Crane. Was playing this at 3 at first, but decided to bring it out to 2 because the card gets cloggy when you don't have any good targets in the graveyard, or when you draw it first turn. 2 is good. And last card I'm playing here is Dandelion, because it's a level 3, it's an earth, and it's a plant. And anytime it is sent to the graveyard, you get 2 fluff tokens, which are level 1 and are basically easy tribute fodder for any of the plant princesses, because they need 2 tributes because they're level 8. That is the monsters. Going on to spell cards. Of course, one Regeki, one of the best cards in the game. Double Trade-In. This at 3 is kinda cloggy because you only play 6 of the princesses. But at 2 it is the best possible way to play it. Soul Charge, very good card in the game. Helps out because when you run out of the plant princesses, you can just Soul Charge for them. You also have more special summoning cards in here, but Soul Charge really helps out. Foolish Burial, you can dump Rose Lover, you can dump Dandelion, something to combo off with. Book of Moon, just a great card that you should just play because it's really good. Then of course, triple Miracle Fertilizer, because we like this card, we play a lot of plants and it just helps. And to run out the spells, double Rhoda, mostly because space issues, but I can take out basically any trap and put in a third Rhoda, but for now 2 seems pretty good. So that's for spells, and then let's check out the traps. 1 Mirror Force, still sometimes comes as a surprise. 1 Phoenix Wingwind Blast to get rid of any monster or any card that is dead in my hand, which can sometimes be even Rhodas or whatever. Even a Dandelion actually is a good target. You can even drop any of the plant princesses, since you can then Miracle Fertilizer for them or Call the Haunted. Then Ring of Destruction, just a good disruptive card. Vanity's Emptiness. This works so well with the plant princesses. They can just help themselves out, and this card will protect you from your opponent doing any shenanigans. Then 1 Call the Haunted, the 5th card that lets you special summon from the graveyard. You don't need more than that. Maybe you can play 2 Call the Haunted with the 3 Miracle Fertilizers, but I decided to put in a Soul Charge instead, because it's a spell card you can use on the turn you draw it. That is basically the only reason. Although you lose a lot of life points, but you can spam the field even more. And the last card, Solemn Warning, just a great card. And that's for the main deck. Let's move it out of the way. And now for the extra deck. For rank 8s, because we can go into them, we got Hieratic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. And out to a lot of cards, or just for OTKs, when you need to get that bit of damage in there. Tribute some monsters in your hand, or maybe on your side of the field, get rid of those battle traps or whatever they have set on the field. I'll say if you need to return some cards, or if you wanna predict. Like, I was watching one duel and some guy milled the card and just called Winged Dragon Rock cause YOLO, and then just returned one card from his opponent. It's just the two rankings that you play. You can always take out Alce and put in Felgrand or even Tachyon. So just those classic rank 8s. And now others are just rank 3 cards. I'm just gonna put this one last and go with randoms. Like number 30 Acid Golem of Destruction. Just Acid Golem, 3000 beater to end off the game. Number 47, a Nightmare Shark. Just a great card to deal some damage if your opponent is defending, set them up their walls. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon. Another card that can get over some big monsters. Detach a material, he gets 500 attack. And number 20, Giga Brilliant. You can make Titanial 31 beater, which is already great. You can even get 300 attack to Telea. And then Levier, another good card. Equipped Engineer, more random rank 3s. Wind up Zen mains. Protect yourself, and then the 3 interesting tech cards like Tim Tempo, the percussion Jin. It's an okay card. It can steal Xyz materials, which is good. So let's read the effect for any of you guys that don't know it. Once per turn, during our player's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. To target 1 Xyz monster your opponent controls, detach 1 Xyz material from that monster, and all face-up Jin Xyz monsters you currently control gain 500 attack. So during either player's turn, that is why this card is mainly played in here. It can disrupt your opponent's Castell as well as 101 because they need to detach both the materials. If they want to spin back your Titanial or Telea. And another just random rank 3 because it currently not own a Dante or any other rank 3 that you want to throw in there, so I'm just throwing in Muzu Rhythm, the String Jin, because I just like this card. It's basically he can double his attack during the damage step. And the last random rank 3 is Triad Livia. It's just if you have 3 level 3 monsters, you can make this card. And it's really nothing special. And to end off the Xyz monsters and the extra deck, you get of course triple Malaya of the Trees. So if you don't know the effect of Malaya, it's 2 level 3 earth monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. Then activate one of these effects. Send 1 plant type monster from the deck to the graveyard, so it's a foolish burial for plant type monsters. And the other effect, target 1 plant type monster in your graveyard, special summon the target in face up defense position. A very good card for plant type decks. So that is my Plant Princess slash Rose Princess deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. And I should catch you guys tomorrow with another video and a deck profile very soon. Thanks for watching again, and see ya.